Okay, interesting.
Kind of similar to Luigi, in my opinion. They're kind of average neutral, but once they get in, that is some pain.
Yeah, the damage that Ryu can output in a short space of time is very, very scary, so you've got to be careful. Mark just opening up. Mark, you said it earlier. Eddie.
There you go.
Eddie just opening up. You mentioned his name earlier. You're confusing me now. Come on. Okay, see, again,
synergy right there.
there's the smash coming out and then getting huge amount of punishment. That is not a good idea.
You don't get away with those kind of things against Ryu of all characters. So maybe we can see Eddie adjust his playstyle a little bit throughout this series.
Yeah. Good stuff at the end. Just getting that what seemed like a nair into a dash attack.
Yep. Very small combo, and that is something Ryu really relies on when approaching, is that burst range on fair and back air. That's some amazing range just out of nowhere.
There's that Eddy smash coming out again, going for a nair into it, and it just wasn't going to connect.
Oh, that is a confirm.
That is very nice. If he does land it,
this is the worst position for Ryu to be in, because Greninja's juggling tools are multi-hits. So you're looking at up smash 2 hits, up air 2 hits, back air 3 hits. Yeah. You cannot focus attack through it. And then Ryu, he's not quite a fast faller.
There's a very, very nice shadow sneak to kind of catch the air dodge out.
Using the water to kind of juggle him off stage, and now the edge guard is real. Shurikens to the platform. Good awareness, good awareness.
Aggressive, so that Eddy couldn't come in, but also kept himself a little bit safe because that platform was there for him to land on. Very nice.
Yep. And Eddy trying to close it out now. That up smash right there. Nice. But otek answering really fast with that down smash. Side B gonna be safe because of the fall.
Yep.
But it is an edge guard situation, and otek getting the guess right, but not entirely following through.
Sneak again, just catching him out and sending him all the way across the stage.
I think he lost his double jump somewhere around there.
Did seem a little bit early.
But it's not a big deficit. This is one Shoryuken, one focus attack.
There it is.
And
you said
there it is. Commentating's blessing.
Foresight there, Ramses. Foresight. Very nice. Yeah, that Shoryuken is a very strong move. Good spacing on that back air as well.
Yeah, definitely. What I want to see from Eddy now is some solid keep away. Keep throwing those shurikens close enough, and try to use your disjointed moves, but it's not quite working out for him right now. Yeah. Eddy, a very aggressive player.
Yeah, getting nice 1-2-3 punch into the, I can't remember how to say his word, spin kick. I can't remember how to say the word. Tatsumaki, that's the one. I knew that was Tatsu something, but I couldn't remember.
Tatsu's fine. I mean, most people call it Tatsu.
Okay, cool.
So otek kind of has his work cut out for him right now. With Eddy playing this aggressively against a Ryu, it's not a smart idea in general. Let's see if Eddy can push this aggression through, though. He's doing quite well, trying to get a comeback.
But I think, just able to move away from that down smash a little bit too much. I think Eddy just got a little bit too eager with that and charged his smash a little bit too soon, but before seeing what otek was going to do with his recovery after throwing out that Shoryuken.
Definitely. And what I'm really looking for from Eddy right here is to keep those juggles going for just a tad longer. He's letting otek land a little bit too easily.
He goes for the ledge drop, but doesn't get it. And
that's the double hit right there.
Yeah. Very, very nice. Just throwing it out. He feels that focus attack coming out and just goes for that up smash. And luckily, it works out for him. Say luckily, it works out for him.
Yeah, that was very calculated, if anything. But right now, they're both in kill percentages.
And sure. And Nair just
very disjointed.
A bit brave to go straight on the stage like that. Gets a back throw.
Back throw is Greninja's most damaging throw in general, so that is what you often see him going for if his up throw doesn't kill. Alternatively, he has a down throw, which mix-ups. If you air dodge, he can read it with a forward air. If you don't, he can just straight up forward air.
That was a very scary empty hop, but doesn't follow up. Eddy just surviving a little bit longer. There's the grab, though. Down
that was awkward DI, but he gets away with it. Got to recover. Side B again, falls off, gets to recover. Edge guard situation.
Very, very nice catch. The up air just landing and taking out that second stock. A high percentage for otek. He's going to want to try and just tack on as much percentage as possible. Just get that bonus.
Oh, that was huge. And the focus attack lets Ryu absorb one move from the opponent. However, if the opponent has multi-hits, the opponent can break through the focus attack. So, very strong tool, but it can also get very predictable.
Yeah.
That's a very important mind game to play when you're playing against Ryu.
Looking for that percentage. He's getting a lot of it. 17% from that back air. Ooh. Wow, that would have been a nice edge guard, but doesn't get it. Nice perfect shield.
Up throw?
Up throw.
That's going to close it out solidly right there. That's a 60% lead, which is very big for Ryu. Any damage Ryu can get is huge.
Well, that looks a little bit like I got a bit scared there, but obviously that recovery is very nice.
Otek's ledge guards are so great. Just making it really hard for Eddy to get back on stage. But this is a juggle, and this is where Eddy has to push through. Ooh. Okay, and he does. Ledge guard.
It's a nice percentage off from that charge down smash.
Eddy lets up so much pressure right there. Just moves away. I think Eddy's a little bit scared of the Shoryuken right now, as he should be.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, that's smart to be scared.
Jab, not quite working out. Otek rolling, gets away with it. Trying to fuel him out, but he gets juggled right there.
He gets a full up air, but doesn't manage to follow it up too much.
Ooh!
That was scary! Oh, please no, these rolls!
Oh, that's the weak hit Shoryuken right there.
That was so lucky.
It's very scary to shield against Ryu because he does have a shield break forward.
Yeah, the forward tilt is so strong at breaking shields. It's like 2 or 3 hits on it as well, and it's huge.
3 hits.
3 hits, yeah.
It doesn't break a shield entirely, but if he gets like 1 or 2 up tilts. Ooh!
Wow. Okay, Tatsumaki will keep him alive, but that was a big... Oh, he ran for it!
Oh,
and he
just do it again!
There was no punish from...
do it!
There was no punish from Eddy.
Not wearing any shoes, but still sponsored by Nike right there. Just do it. Very, very solid by Otek. He caught on to Eddy's eagerness.
I will try
to punish that.
The eagerness to punish too quickly. He didn't see where he landed and couldn't punish appropriately, and that allowed Otek just to kind of, he landed, turned around, Shoryuken, game.
Very solid and very, very tense. And that is the first game on stream right there. That was, that was a great game.
Oh yes. Where are we going to go for our counter pick though? Do you reckon? If you're looking at, Ryu.
So
yeah, I mean,
Counter City is like the worst idea against Ryu, even if you're Greninja. Because what Ryu wants to do, like, he doesn't win a lot of neutral situations, but if he does, he just wants to like bring you to 60% and then just lose, and then he will kill you with rage up a Shoryuken.
Yeah.
And on this stage, it's even easier. So while you are supporting your own win condition by making it easier to kill Ryu, you're supporting your opponent's win condition more. What you want to go for Ryu is a big stage. Play runaway.
For sure,
That's the multi-hit projectile coming in right there.
Very nice.
Wow.
Again, that string following up, going for the water shuriken, into nair, into forward smash. No crumple.
Attack, no crumple, nope.
Huge, again, just completely continuing every single every single combo and every single string, just keeping that punish game alive.
Something that's very important about Tana City is the characters that appear in the background.
Well, that would have been a nice find.
And right now we have an alien bird.
Is that what?
Sitting on the left side.
Oh, right. I thought you were looking at the giraffe. Let's do the giraffe. Could you imagine? An alien bird. Oh, very nice. Jab, forward smash. We were seeing a lot of that yesterday as well. It's
especially strong if the opponent is off stage because they cannot fall and shield, right?
Yeah.
So getting a kill against Ryu and removing that rage is a very, very big deal. So right now Eddy is sitting pretty, but not quite.
That's such a strong move, and you can't get out of that. Those down tilts into Shuriken. Shoryuken. I'm doing it as well. I mean, you put the fear in my mind.
It's pretty much the same move anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, completely the same. Okay, so again, very, very
even right now.
Very even, yeah.
And I really like this from Eddy. He's playing a little bit more of a hit and run style, which is amazing as Ryu. And he's
really getting aggressive,
catching the juggles.
Yeah, really just trying to follow them up as best he can. Nice timing on the get up from Otek. Double power shield. Oof. The sound of that power shield is so satisfying.
From Ryu, That's the Street Fighter free parry.
Oh, he does that a lot. He does like to charge, just try and catch out anything he can. I think it's something that a lot of us players of certain characters do, and I think Greninja's one of them, and you'll see it if we see Afro Smash at all today, who plays Samus, and maybe Reisbeer, because he plays Samus as well, is this idea of conditioning. You know, the way that, and not forcing an option from your opponent, but conditioning them into a way of thinking and a way of playing that is very, very suitable to how you're going to follow up. So by throwing out options that may not necessarily hit, but just to kind of put the fear into their eyes, so they're going to try and air dodge a certain way, and then you can punish the air dodge.
I think it's very interesting. Oh, that's the up air right there, and that's going to confirm into a kill. And Tana City working out for him there.
Yeah.
But it's very important, in my opinion. And this is something that's very interesting, and a player I knew once talked to me about it. When you're at low percentage, you can take risks you don't usually take. So for example, with a grappling grab like Samus or Zero Suit, very slow. On lower percentage, when you don't die for it, you see some players throw it out all that much more just to make the opponent scared of it. And then when they can die for missing it, they just stop throwing it. But people are still scared of it because you've used it before.
Exactly, yeah.
Stuff like that. Very, very interesting. Using that percentage counter to your advantage.
See, again, otek is throwing out any Shoryuken he can. I haven't yet seen any down airs from Greninja. I know he hasn't maybe got into the right position to be able to do that. But starting those combos with down air and kind of bouncing around on top of your opponent, that would have been huge. That forward air is such a lovely, like,
so strong.
It's just a very good read move. Getting this up throw doesn't go for the up air afterwards. That vertical range. Otek.
Otek suiciding right there. I mean, it's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Very, very unfortunate. But with the way that game was looking,
it did seem like Eddy's game anyway. Yeah, Eddy. So I'm trying to remember what name I'm thinking about. It was looking like Eddy's game. As you say, I mean, although he was playing into the win conditions of his opponent, it did actually help him a lot more, and he found those kills that he needed. Again, making a good use of all of those multi-hit moves to kind of keep himself safe from that focus attack, and a lot of the up smashes were catching out, trying to make sure he's always underneath that Ryu, which I think is a good way for him to approach this matchup. I mean, I guess it's a case of most characters in this game, but you don't want to be above your opponent just because, you know, they have that
most down airs are just not that great. You have less influence over when you land. And especially Ryu, who has he doesn't fall that quick, like I said before. Yeah,
he's got this strange,
he's kind of heavy, so he's kind of easy to combo.
Yeah.
And then the focus attack, which it's very easy to start relying on it. And that is when you beat yourself. But I hear Otek. It's actually Eddy going for Captain.
Yeah, I heard that as well. So I have not seen Eddy's Captain Falcon. I have heard that he plays it, but I haven't actually seen it yet.
Oh wait, he just won last game very confidently with Greninja.
I think. Okay, yeah, there was the mindset for that. I guess maybe he was trying to open up, you know, a particular kind of game style from otek, and then because obviously. Maybe it was because isn't it stage first? The stage was picked.
Yeah,
and so it may have just been him going, well,
on Battlefield,
if you're going to take me better, yeah, maybe. Just because, you know, it does have quite large blast zones.
That is true. That is true.
And, you know, and Greninja will have to rely. Oh, this is keeping it going.
As a fast faller, this is really tough. DI'd on the platform and got out. That's solid, super solid. And yeah, I mean, Eddy's Captain is not a slouch.
This is not pretty for Eddy. Getting caught up at everything.
Well, it doesn't look pretty, but on the other hand, it's only like 6%, right?
but it's just kind of it's just completely taking control away from your opponent, though. That nothing they can do, they can get away from that for the time that you're doing it. Falcon kick. No one uses
classic. It's the classic, man. In Melee, you're in the corner, Falcon kick.
Turn around, Shoryuken,
and it actually killed. Wow, on Battlefield, impressive.
Yeah, it's so strong. Oh, that's not a good idea. I do not agree with that decision, otek.
Well.
That is a me move. That is, you know, he's charging it. I'm just gonna go and
Eddy smash right there.
My word.
You know, he knows things that we don't.
In his head. Why did otek get up to that? That was a dangerous option.
That didn't just take a stock. That was an insane mental blow right there.
Yeah.
Get up attacking into a fully charged Captain Falcon forward smash. Something you don't want to happen in bracket.
But saying that, I mean, otek is immediately kind of just taking a huge amount of damage.
Oh yeah.
Off of Eddy.
Yep.
just to make that sentence correct. It's hard to English.
I caught your drift.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers, man. Thank you. Just throwing that elbow out.
Oh yeah, the elbow is amazing.
Elbow or knee? What would win in a scenario like this?
Well, I'm pretty sure Captain Falcon's elbow took the cake, just lost stock.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Ooh, very nice. Ooh. That's a very hard thing to do. When you're on the edge, are you going to go for a roll-up? Are you going to go for a neutral get-up attack? Or
I guess that up tilt coming out constantly, yep.
Or are you going to get that jump? And it's just, okay.
Okay, so let me get into the frame data of that real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So the normal get-up has 1 frame of vulnerability, and Shoryuken is from frame 1 invincible. So there's legitimately 1 frame on which you can punish normal get-up into Shoryuken. And Eddy throwing out those jabs, that's not going to work out for you right there.
I think otek should become a speedrunner, because as you say, frame perfect. That was
frame perfect, yeah.
That's very, very good. I mean, and again, that jab from Falcon covers a lot, but not
Rising
enough of that.
Tatsu, really solid by otek. And otek is prime position to take this game right now.
Yeah.
After such a dominant showing by Eddy's Greninja, and I'm starting to doubt that Captain Falcon pick right now.
Yeah, again, I mean, I can probably see why he went for it. Maybe there's a little bit more kill power from the raw strength.
Another Eddy smash right there.
Oh.
I thought otek died.
I mean, if he wants to do that, I'm pretty sure it'll be,
Okay, so he actually did, and just like that, it's possible for Eddy again. Yeah. Very, very, very sad, very depressing that he's gonna die like that. But,
yeah, it's a way that no player or wants to win is by having their opponent SD.
And nobody
win the win,
wants
but
to see someone lose a game like that. It's one of those not like this moments.
Yeah, not like this. Yeah. Agreed.
Something that's interesting is I haven't seen otek throw out that shield breaker yet, even though Eddy has been relying on shield quite a lot. Which, I mean, is very logical against Ryu, who's not very much of a grappler, much more of a brawler, throwing out those up tilts. But right now it's very tense, kind of feeling each other out. Eddy coming through though.
Ooh, the edge cancel into Tatsumaki.
Yep. Very solid. Ooh! That was a Shoryuken. That was a Shoryuken.
He went for the... Yeah, he got the first hit, but the focus came out. That was it. Is that it?
Oh, it's not it!
There's a little bit more charge.
We're still in.
otek has a lifeline.
Eddy! Ooh! The Shoryuken got countered by a jab!
Word, Eddy!
Just like that!
And otek just looked over that. How did that... Wow.
They both know.
Yeah,
Eddy's just kind of blank expression that he has normally.
Yeah, that's his look. That's his look.
Okay, here we see it.
Let's have a look at this bit again.
Ooh, and there it is. It was a cancel with the jab.
But the thing is, like, the DI as well. But I mean, maybe it is.
I mean, he didn't expect to lose this. Yep.
Yeah.